Good morning. I am 4 minutes early today. I'm gonna do a sound check first. So if you hear things twice, that's the reason. Things twice, that's the reason. Okay, sound seems to be good. And the interesting thing is, I keep repeating this, but it's weird because every day it's the same basically. I connect, the sound is awful, like robotic, breaking up. I disconnect, I connect again, and it's fine. So, what is the reason? I don't know. Oh, hello, birdie. Okay, let me just park myself somewhere and then I'll start tagging people if Facebook lets me. Today is beautiful. The temperature just dropped once again. It was in the 90s on Monday, and yesterday it was in the like high 60s, low 70s. Okay, here's my stand. Good morning, Maria. Oops, just trying to set up. Good morning, Jean. Okay, here we go. Good morning, Gina. Good morning. Oh, yes, yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much, Gina. All good. Thank you so much for all your wishes yesterday. I'm completely fine. Everything is perfect. Yesterday was, the weather was weird and my body is not happy with drastic weather changes. Good morning, Leo and Diani. All right, it is time for us to start. And today, let's talk a little bit more about triggers. I'll remind you that Dr. Hugh Lin, the Ho'oponopono therapist from Hawaii, the one who healed an entire ward of psych patients, prisoners actually, without even seeing them, says the purpose of life is to be restored back to love with capital L, moment by moment. And the problem is not people or situations, but rather our attitude towards them. We must accept that there is no such thing as out there. Everything is about our perception. And interestingly, when you change your perception, what you're looking at is transformed. I'll say that again. When you change your perception, whatever you're looking at is transformed. And that's precisely why practices like Ho'oponopono and loving kindness meditation work, because they help us soften our heart and little by little change our perception of a challenging person, a challenging situation. And suddenly we'll look at it differently. And whatever it is that triggers us doesn't do it anymore. So the question then becomes, how do we change our perception? Of course, as always, the first step is to acknowledge that something is triggering us. And instead of shoving it deep down, instead of ignoring this something that feels uncomfortable, we bring it to the surface and give it our full attention. And not the attention that comes with victimhood. Oh, poor me, this person or the situation is so horrible, the world is against me, blah, blah, blah. But rather, we give it our very kind attention, curious, accepting. We allow ourselves to feel our trigger fully. There is an expression that I really like. If you can feel it, you can heal it. If you can feel it, you can heal it. I always tell my private coaching clients, learn to love your triggers, because really your triggers show you the parts of yourself that require healing. So welcome your triggers. Don't push them down. Don't try to ignore them. Instead, feel them. If you can feel it, you can heal it. So let's explore this together in our Ho'oponopono practice today. And before we go into it, I just want to say, I'll give you a quick update on Pascal's dad. Everything is going according to plan. He's still he's still under some sort of sedation, but they're waking him up little by little. So there are no drastic changes. Everything is going in the right direction little by little. So thank you so much for participating in his healing process. And let's dedicate our practice today to him in particular and everybody else who requires healing, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Take a comfortable position. And as always, take a few moments to acknowledge all the circumstances of your practice, starting with the external circumstances, the sounds and sensations of the world around you. Reminding yourself that all of us now share our external circumstances just because we're together in this practice. Reminding yourself of our interconnectedness. little by little, start zooming in on your inner world. What do you feel? What do you hear? Smell, taste, see? How does it feel to be you today? Right here, right now. Let your breath be soft and easy without forcing, and invite effortlessness into your body, softening from the inside out. We're going to start by repeating the Ho'oponopono verse 3 times together to amplify the power of the practice. And then I'm going to be quiet so that you can enjoy your own experience. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And now bring to mind a situation or person who's been triggering for you lately. And instead of pushing the uncomfortable feelings down, instead of trying to ignore them, push past them, allow yourself to feel them fully. Of course, if it's not too intense that it becomes utterly uncomfortable, so use your judgment. So bring this person or situation to the forefront of your mind and keep repeating the Ho'oponopono verse, holding this trigger in the spotlight, allowing yourself to feel all the discomfort associated with it. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And simply repeat this mantra over and over again and pay attention to whatever it is that's happening with the trigger itself, with your attitude towards it, with your physical sensations, thoughts, feelings, images that you see. I'll give you a few moments in silence to do that. As always, if you notice that something is distracting you from the practice, give it your full attention for a few moments. And without frustration, without being annoyed with yourself, simply return to the core practice of Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'd like to complete our practice today with a poem by Dana Folds. It's called The Act of Surrender. Put your pain in a pile marked Feel and then Release. Put your memories in a heap labeled Good to Know. Now let them go. The whole idea of practice is to let life flow through without getting stuck. Receive the moment, receive the gift. Embrace the miracle of being, and then surrender it back into the unknown. It's the act of surrender that will carry you home. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for being committed to your healing process and contributing to the healing of the entire world. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.